Makes us think, there's too much. I didn't notice, it's not following a road apparently.
For how long? Looks pretty good on my map.
Does it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because of the red line. I can't see the road.
Alright, here we go. This is commentary, how to do a 100k ride. How to do a 100k ride with Cruise. We left, I think we met the guys at, maybe it was 4 in the morning. You see I got my light on. And we just cruised and we just come out of the 7-Eleven, got some more water and some more sugars. And so what I recommend when you have lights on your bike, don't have them flashing if there's riders behind you. This is an Audax rule. From the Audax is like the French ultra fucking randonneurs riders. Basically in France there's like a cult of riders who ride really long distances, 300, 200, 1200 kilometers. And the rule is, if you're at night time, you don't have your light flashing on the back. You just have it solid state. If you're riding by yourself, by all means have it flashing. But if you're in a bunch, out of respect for the riders behind you, you want to have your light on solid. It's just safer as well because you can concentrate better. You don't have a flashing light in your eyes. And so we're not too sure where we're going. We're having a looking around. We've got Armin there. Jacob's behind the camera. We've got Erwin. We've got Mike as well. So Armin, he has some incredible fitness and some really good form as well. All these guys are fit. All of us are fit. But Armin, he has had a spectacular trip as well. He did a sub 30 up the Dois to Tep, the beast. It's like Chris Froome's Swiss cousin. And it's Jacob behind the camera, another young lad from Estonia, very, very, very fit lad. Just incredible how fit he is for such a young age. Incredible. He's got like legs like a seasoned Tour de France rider. It's pretty amazing. And so we're just cruising along. The secrets for the 100k rides is just cruise. You can sort of see the posture here of Armin. The locks are flowing in the wind. It's pretty cruisy. You know, enjoying the sights, bit of camera shakiness, but we're just cruising. You know, there's no racing. We're keeping it sort of under 200 watts, spinning the legs out. That's nothing full on. You know, you can get out the saddle as well. You can see Erwin here. He's getting out the saddle, just sort of relieve the saddle tension, minimise friction and pressure. So you click it up in a harder gear. You're not pushing harder watts. You just sort of put it in a harder gear and sort of dance out the saddle for maybe 10, 20 seconds, and it just alleviates that groin area of the crotch, takes the pressure off the friction. That's the big tip, is get out the saddle frequently. I get out the saddle every few minutes. And just be aware if you've got riders behind you and you get out the saddle, your back wheel may kick back. So you just sort of get out the saddle slowly versus sprinting out the saddle, just sort of rise slowly out the saddle. And there's a few climbs here, so we're just cruising on the climbs, you know, keeping under 200 watts generally, just putt along. If you do have a power meter, it makes a big difference. Just keep it under 150 watts. If you're a female or male and you want to do epic shit, just keep it under 150 watts. You know, and if you're a bit fitter, maybe 200 watts, 250. But you'll soon work out what watts you can do for what distance. But if you're just starting out your first 100k ride, keep it under 150 watts, and you'll surprise yourself with how far you can go. We're going up a climb here, and sort of gapping us. He's just frisky. He's feeling frisky on the bike, and he's like a diesel. Just stays in the front all day, and we can get the draft. It's pretty good. We're heading out. This is the start of the ride. We didn't know what's coming up. We didn't know all the mud that you saw at the start of the video was coming. We just thought this is going to be a nice little road loop. Erwin planned the ride. He's like, yeah guys, we'll just show you a nice 200k loop. Some hills in there, get some good views, get some good footage, and it'll all be sweet. Now my light's flashing. I wasn't aware of that. That's bad on my part. But at daytime it's not too bad. At night time though, you definitely want to have the solid state for the riders behind you. Beautiful conditions, humid, warm, maybe 28 Celsius. Look at those mountain peaks. Beautiful. Good spotting by Jacob there on the Sony. Jacob actually lost his camera this ride. We did find it, but we spent it, me and Armin went up, we spent about an hour looking for it up the mountain, but it did bounce out of his top tube bag, but we found it, and it's all good. This is a Sony. Gets alright footage. It's not too bad. I do love the smartphones though. Like the smartphones are just, the iPhone 6, the Galaxies, they're just such good quality for what they are. You know, they're just in your pocket, pop them out. The dogs, always slow down when you see the dogs. And if you've got riders behind you, just say dogs, and just sort of slow down because the dogs aren't that predictable and they may run in front of your front wheel and crash you. And you don't want to break your collarbone and you don't want to hit a little doggy. So we're checking the maps again, not too sure which way to go. Just checking I'm using the Garmin 1000. not sponsored, and we just we'll give the green light, guys. This way. So it's very very green in Thailand, very safe, not much traffic on this road, and the drivers are quite respectful. I really do enjoy Thailand. No road rage. You don't get road rage in Thailand. I mean, it's very extremely rare. You'd have to be asking for it, begging for it, really. Quite rare compared to Australia. And we're going up a little climb here. We've got that jagged peaks, wild bananas. This is quite steep as well. It looks not that steep, but it is quite steep. It just kicks up. Concrete. Whenever the road's concrete, you know it's steep because the tarmac just cracks. Yeah. Jacob's doing it easy. Mouth closed. Just easy. Going up there, up the climb. Yeah, the concrete. They use concrete because concrete cracks less than tarmac. If they'd use tarmac, apparently, that's what I hear. Maybe if it's road engineers, they can add a bit more information. But apparently, if they use tarmac, it cracks a lot easier. So the concrete's a bit more flexible, apparently. I always thought the other ones, but that's very common in Thailand to have concrete roads on the steep, ragged, jagged cliffs. This would be great for the drone, wouldn't it? I have to come back with the drone. My drone is actually DHL sort of fucked it up. It's bouncing between Thailand and Australia as we speak. So hopefully I'll have the drone. We wait a few weeks. First world problems. And but beautiful out here. Really, really nice. Really nice. Just quite epic. The camera doesn't really do it justice. You have to come out. This is the Chang Dao loop. Little leg shot there. Sexy. No money, no honey. And beautiful climb, quite steep. And kicks up again. See the cracks in the concrete there? So if that was tarmac, it'd be more cracked, apparently. Road engineers, chime in down below. Beautiful climb, the Chang Dao loop. If you're in Chiang Mai, check out the Chang Dao. We were aware of this loop by a few riders. Griff, I think he lined it up a few weeks beforehand, and we thought we'll try a similar loop but a different loop. And we got the muddy version. It was really good. But it's so cool, man. I love how our community's just grown so much with legit people who are seeking adventure, seeking contribution, carving the fuck up, getting it done, enjoying the lean lifestyle. And there's some cows here. The cows didn't know that all they had to do was just pull over to the side, we'd ride past them. The cows were sort of panicking a bit, as cows can do. So the cows made an assumption that we wanted to eat them, but we didn't. So we're trying not to spook them too much, but they're running. They're getting some exercise, I guess. And eventually they'll pull over and get it. But they just didn't get it. So what we thought we'll do, we'll just pull over and let them go. We'll pull over, let them get ahead and get around. So the 100k rides, there's more cows. I would recommend just, if you're going to stop, don't stop for more than a couple of minutes. You know, eat and drink on the bike, and just always be paying attention. You know, be paying attention to the road because there might be cows, there might be dogs, there might be cracks in the pavement. Keep it under 150 watts. Watch out for traffic, and just relax, man. Just relax. Get out the saddle frequently, and start with do a 50k ride. And then maybe do a 75k ride the next weekend, and then the weekend after that, do the 100k, And then you can, why not add a 25k's per week? And the weekend after that, do 125. You'll surprise yourself, especially if you're eating and drinking enough and pissing clear every 2 or 3 hours. You can ride a long way. Go to bed at 8, 9 p.m. on average. If you get a late night here and there, it's all right, but just get out there and do it and just pace yourself. But under 150 watts. You'll surprise yourself how far you can go. And these cows just didn't get it, so we're just like, what do we do? I guess I got some exercise. They weren't panicking too much. They're just sort of, spooked. The cows, but they can run pretty fast, man. They're pretty fast little cows. But we were just sort of waiting for them to get an opening and head on off. Because if you charge past them, then they might just veer right into you, and then you pop in your collarbone and the cows gore you to death, and it's not really that fun on Strava. Gored to death on Strava. Green as you could really throw bodies in here. No one's going to find the body. If you got any bodies to stash, Chang Dao loop, definitely. And again, pay attention in Thailand. I wouldn't hook the corners. See the greenage on the road, like the moss, really slippery. Can get really slippery. So you want to be careful down there. This is where Jacob lost his camera, but they found it, and we were up the hill looking for it. But it was all good. It was all extra training, and the guys got to bond and chill out and hang out, and it was just a good day. We're sitting there, some jackfruit, on the tree, having some Sprite and Fanta, getting some water. I'm doing some social media stuff, as I always seem to be doing with these smartphones. It's pretty good. Beautiful ride. And this is right before it got really muddy. We're like, yeah, this is good. We're just doing it easy. We've done 100 Ks by like 9 o'clock. No worries. We'll be back for lunch. We got back at like 7, 8 o'clock that night. It was pretty epic. But it was just one of those days you're never going to forget, man. The rides where you bite off more than you can chew and keep going, they're the rides you remember forever. This was definitely, I reckon, the hardest 200K ride I've ever done, because it was just, didn't know how long this muddy road was going to go for, you know. Wasn't just for, I'll be another couple of Ks, and it just kept going and going and going. And it took us like 4 hours or something to do 23K. It was really beautiful. It was very, it was good. First world problems, end of the day. But get out there, carb the fuck up, get it done. 150 watts or less, go all day. We just cross this river, we'll be alright. How big is that river?
This is awesome.
Really flying in the light, right?
This just got really fucking interesting, and they do not look happy. They don't want any bullshit. What do we do now? Like,
there's a little path around.
which? Oh yeah. We'll go at the left.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get charged. We'll just stay together.
There's no.
Work out.
What's that sound?
That's just his little defence call saying he doesn't like what I'm doing. But I'm going to remove some of the little lice.
Lice?
Yeah, some lights. Oh, that's all right. Let's go back and do it. Is it safe or what?
Sorry?
Is Cameroon safe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Safer than Nigeria.
Yeah.
How's Mike?
I'm like trying to keep up.
There's a whole bunch of them down the hill.
Okay, we got our answers. No, elephant shit. Cow shit.
Yeah. Gearing.
Yeah. Oh, Robin.
The vegan.
I realized in the morning that I forgot to pick up my bike shorts and laundry yesterday. It's the worst excuse I've ever heard. Yeah. She was like, taking this way too seriously. She was like, my mother passed and gave me a lot of money and said to use it for good things. And I was like, just give it to fucking shelter.